can see you. Let's begin. So we'll begin with a small invocation, a small prayer. Gently touch your heart, gently touch your crown. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, slowly, deeply inhale, exhale. Be aware of your breath. Be aware of your heartbeat. Verbally or mentally affirm, we are one, we are one. We are all one. There is only oneness. There is only oneness. You and me, we all are spiritually connected and one. To the great Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to my beloved spiritual teacher, Grandmaster Chokuksui, to all the spiritual teachers, to Lord Bodhisattva Mailing, to all the great ones, to all the holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, to Lord Melchizedek, to the spiritual sun, the central sun, to the beings of hierarchy, the hierarchy of angels, to our guardian angels, to the angel sign, to the Triangles Blessing team, the angel sign for today's session, specifically for today's session, for every Archangel meditation session. The beings taking care of our home, our family, our lineage, the beings present in our rooms right now, the beings of technology, connectivity, conductivity, the beings of love, the beings of wisdom, of discernment, of service, the beings of inner strength, all the nature beings who have been there. We're very grateful for your presence, for your blessings, for your contribution in our lives at all levels. With deep gratitude, deep respect, and lots of love, we thank you all, we thank ourselves, we thank everyone in full faith. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. It's so good to have you all. So before I start, yeah, I really want to start with what I have to share first. And today's topic that I really felt like it just came very strongly are two words we very commonly use, everybody is aware of, is giving and receiving. We all are concerned with that, no matter what age we are, no matter what color, country, race we are, everybody is really concerned with the giving and receiving. Now, I just want you all to, have you ever noticed, we never say receiving and giving. Yes or no? Just say it, verbalize it, receiving and giving. It feels not right, not comfortable, right? How many of you feel that? I do. If I'm saying receiving and giving, it's not coming. It's like, no, it's giving and receiving. Just like salt and pepper. We don't say pepper and salt. Just like bread and butter. We don't say butter and bread. Just like day and night. We don't say night and day. Yes or not? Right? But then if I say giving and receiving, the the feeling that says that, oh yeah, this feels right, is actually how it is. In order to receive, we need to give. What we don't give, we cannot receive. And that comes under, the law of karma that I think rules at least this creation. So no matter what we do, the actions, like in Hindi we say karma pradhan. It's like the most important are the actions, And based on our actions, again, the Newton's law, no, everything has equal and opposite reaction. The law of karma says it may even have the reaction that can be manifold times, good or bad. So if I made a small mistake and the same day or the next day, something wrong happened, it's very less that happened and it's like matter is finished. But if I am doing wrong and I am still enjoying, the interest is accumulating. And once it will come back, it would be disastrous. Same way, if I'm continuously doing good and I'm feeling that based on how much good I'm doing, let's say how much goodness I am giving, I am not that much receiving. I will definitely receive with again the interest rate. We all agree to it, right? Or somebody says, no, what you're saying, I do not agree. At least mentally, not everybody understands to the depth. So now I wanted to say is related to giving and receiving. Just imagine if there is an avenue where you can talk to the aspect of giving, where you can talk to the aspect of receiving. And all those who says, I have been giving a lot, I have been doing a lot, still I feel there is some blockage. Somehow I'm not able to receive. Why? So just imagine that there was an opportunity and I could talk to this being of receiving. And the being said, and this was a very beautiful lesson for me and for everyone who was present at that moment. So one doubt came to the person is like, maybe there is greed, and that's why I'm not able to receive. And the receiving said, no, I have nothing to do with greed. I am not there because you don't feel you are worthy. And then the explanation of greed was, it's not always greed if you feel that you have done a certain work or you have certain kind of qualities and you feel that this much how I should receive in terms of love, in terms of money, in terms of whatever. We all know ourselves, no? We all know how much we are putting in. It's not greed always. So receiving says that when there is lack of worth, no matter how much I want to, I cannot come. You cannot receive. So this is one lesson for everyone. All those who feel that, no, I am doing a lot, I'm not receiving. Or maybe I never receive how much I think I deserve. Then in that moment, just ask yourself, do I feel myself worthy enough? Or do I myself only, in my deepest corner, I doubt myself and I just say, do I really deserve that? So that was one. And then when we talk about greed, there is another component which impacts on receiving is the consciousness of being in lack. Monetary, we say poverty consciousness, but actually poverty consciousness lies in every aspect. I may have a poverty consciousness related to love in my life. So I feel that no matter how much I do, no matter how much I put into every relationship, whether it be my friends, whether it be my partner, my lover, whether it be my office, co-workers, I put my heart out on the table and I do not receive. And then somewhere down the lane, maybe I feel that I am not good enough. Maybe I'm not worth it, and that's why I'm not receiving. Maybe there is some fault in me only. So all those times when we project those thoughts, and on top of it, we verbalize, and on top of it, we verbalize filled with emotions. That thought form has a lot of power and it keeps on manifesting. So another being says that when you keep on speaking negative to yourself, about yourself, whether you verbalize or in mind, Think as if you are a voodoo person or a black magic or a tantric and you are doing it on yourself. You are doing psychic attack on your own self every time. So one mool mantra, one mantra that I say is, if you don't want something to manifest in life, don't speak it. At least, I'm sure thoughts will come, but when you don't verbalize, they'll not have that much energy to stay in for long. So try not to speak more that you do not want to manifest. Speak more. Okay, thank you, God. So the moment you're saying, oh my God, my partner is the worst person. Thank you, God, I have the best partner in my life. At least you are building some energy work just with your words. And you are not attacking that being and putting that being down more to behave in a certain way. Coming back to again, giving and receiving. So we give at every level. It's not just with the action. So I'm all decked up, get ready, and with all my loving and smiling face. And while I was cooking, I was scribbling how much this person eats. How much have I, are my parents the one who brought me up, made me go to the school and get such good education so that I can be in the kitchen always? Am I supposed to be, uh, somebody's chef, a cleaner, a laundry person? We do not realize, see, I have cooked a meal, maybe 6 course, 10 course meal for you. But behind that, all that cribbing that went inside, it was much more powerful because it was much more sincere. And then I say, I do not receive. So it's very important that we take into account that when we say giving and receiving, first, I cannot receive something that I do not give. Second, I need to be aware of wherever I give. It's not just the beautiful picture that I have put on myself so that I can receive compliments, but what goes behind inside has a lot of more importance. That's why we say intention matters a lot. Yes or no? If our some close one says something nasty to us, but then many times we don't feel bad because we can see the love that's there in those words. And there are so many people who say, oh my God, Rathu, you're so good and amazing. And then we say, see, this person is jealous. I think nazar utarani padegi, after this person has said that to me. But those words were right. The energy that follows. So first, be aware of what you care. In actions, in words. When we say in words and actions, also the body language speaks a lot. So if I'm frowning, I'm frowning. Everything has karma attached to it. And then in emotions, in thoughts, in my prayers, am I praying or am I intending that this person should not get the best? How come my neighbor has BMW and I'm still going in Maruti? Right? So never ever try, even in your thoughts, to put somebody down. Getting inspiration is good. Oh, wow, this person is doing that. How about I also have it? No jealousy. It's just like it's something is making us, it's like, somebody got 100 out of 100, and I said, oh my God, I think I can also do it. And then when I say I can also do it, it's come from that inspiration that works as a fuel, and what I increase my efforts. In what? In preparing myself to be better in taking that test or exam so that I can have 100 also. Not that I'm going out and making sure that the person cannot sleep, cannot attend class, and do not get it. Are you getting me? There's a vast difference of the quality of giving, it defines the quality of receiving. And when we talk about receiving, the most important thing is, are you sure you feel you are worthy of it? And if you yourself have doubts, sit with you and ask why. Why is that? From where is that worthiness, the lack of being worthy coming from? And I think then comes that part where we just go deep, deep, deep into our childhood, our surroundings, and then just see. So That was one aspect I really wanted to share. So giving and receiving, be aware of giving so that you can receive. And when you say receiving, make sure that you feel you're worthy. And then the words, specifically the tendency, the consciousness of being in lack. We very, very easily use the word I am always. This has never. And even when my child, if says that it has never happened, something that has never happened to you, how would you know otherwise? It's not possible. If I say I am always lonely, if I would have been always lonely, I will never feel it. I can only feel lonely is not helping me because I have those moments when I was not lonely. Yes or no? Okay, let's say I have never been on moon. Any emotion coming in, feeling of sadness, lack, I'm missing on something. I have never been in the air, the space rocket ship, and I've never been landed. Oh God, you are laughing. I see, so many of you, you're laughing. There's no sadness coming. I never landed on moon. How about Mars, Mercury? Oh God, I'm missing on all the fun. I've never been onto Mars in my life. You're laughing, right? Because you have never experienced, at least consciously, you do not remember, have you ever experienced it? So when I say I am always lonely, it's not true. If I'm always lonely, it will be a part of my personality. It's fine. If I'm feeling sad, that means there are so many moments that I miss when I say I'm lonely because I experience them. Right? So all these words, always and never, very big psychic attack on oneself. Always. Come on, if it has been always, you will never crib about it. If it has never, you'll never crib about it. Same like no feelings of sadness when we say we have not landed on, I have not experienced moon physically, I have not touched that. No feeling, we're laughing at it. So if there is something you are not able to laugh, it is touching, that means the opposite of it, you have experienced it. So avoid those words always and never. Make the intensity down of your sadness. Don't let it create more sadness and more avenues of sadness. It is in giving that we receive. So all those words of cribbing that we send, we receive them too. So a good thing to ponder on. Yes or no? Or have I wasted your 15 minutes, I think? 15-20 minutes. That was one aspect, very beautiful. Looking for worthiness, looking also for the feeling of lack. And of course, now it was not my agenda. Please, I really want to touch my heart and say it just happening is like this way. So a lot of time, if I'm stuck in a mental state and I'm not sure why, and I'm not sure how can I come out of it, and not always we trust people, not always we have people who understand. I have experienced all of that multiple times, a lot of times, to that extent that I started looking for sources. The source that can understand me without bias, the source that can be like the best of friend, give me the right answer, the source that's always true, never lies, the source who can never take undue advantage of me, of my of any problem, the source where I can be uh, just the way I am. I don't have to pretend. And that source that actually gives me the mirror of what's actually going on inside so that I can work on it. And that source for me are the cards. the tarot cards and the oracle cards. As like, the best of friends who always, whenever I am in low, whenever I need to sort myself out, I use them. Best of my friends. And that is why we are coming up with the series of 6 weeks. Though today only I was feeling that if based on how many students, participants, and not just the students or participants, but the kind of enthusiasm they have, we may have additional sessions for that. But there is an invitation for everyone who would be interested. It's like the cards where there was one question also. Somebody asked another, I think, very spiritual person, and it was a very genuine question. So do we use the cards and do we get the messages from the angels or from the spirits or from, and how do we know that we are getting it from the right source? And we don't get messages from angels or any spirit. We are not going to tap into any, we are going to messages from ourselves. So if you understand, I don't know if this has ever, have you ever experienced it, but all the knowledge, everything that exists in the consciousness around. And that is why even a child has a sixth sense. Every one of us, we have that thing in us which says, okay, no, I think I'm not getting a good vibe about it. I do not want to do this, or I do not want to do this, or maybe I'm saying something is right about it and I really want to go ahead. And every time when I've heard or listened to that inner calling, it has always turned out to be something which is beneficial in some way or the other. So that thing is always there with us because we're always kind of, just like air, just like air, the way we breathe, we are constantly among that abundant consciousness which is around, and it's always giving right guidance to us at every moment of time. And there was a beautiful word I just noted down. I'll verbalize it. It was such a beautiful statement that this being has written. You are constantly fully guided, constantly. If you don't perceive so, is because you are distracted. And I really want to add to it, we are constantly being fully guided by the divine. If we are not able to perceive that, one, we are distracted. Second, we don't even know it exists. Third, we do not know how to decode it. Like, how do I know I'm receiving the messages? How do I know what does that, that thing we have just so much lost in the way of being so much strongly connected to the materialistic world that we just lost, that connection, the sense which says you do not know even an animal crossing the road can give you some message. You do not know even, suddenly you are going and uh, the gush of wind can give you a certain message. An ant climbing can give you a message. It's like that's how life goes. That's how life goes. Angel numbers is just one of it. But anything and everything, the moment we are aware, you'll be surprised how many messages you see, even in the commercial ads, even in the news. There's so many ways we get messages we are not aware of. So in the 6 week journey, we'll be working with cards one, but a lot of emphasis will be on working in our own intuition, going within, going without, and see how we receive messages and how whenever we have doubts. So a lot of people say, okay, is it just about prediction? I belong to a religion where we do not think it is right to predict. No, it's not about prediction. It is the money making people who just make it about prediction. Most of the times, I think 99.9% of times, whenever I have used cards, I have used them to get a better understanding about myself, about the situation. And if I'm doing it for others, it goes the same way. So if somebody says, Kim, can you please tell me what's in the future? I say, you're coming to the wrong person. But you do card reading? I do. But for me, I use it as a source of counseling, as a way where we can make better decisions, we can make better choices. If I feel I am just stuck with my situation and I really need some truth about myself and what is happening. If I'm going into partnership and I really want to know somebody who will just guide me if this is the right thing for me to do. Sometimes two people are very good individually, but being a partner together, whether it be business, whether it be relationship, it's not the right one. How do I know? And if I go outside, at least for me as Kim, I do not trust easily, especially especially the people, you have so many. So now it becomes so easy, even if I have to consult somebody, for that matter, even the doctor. I'm in a new country, and if I have to go for a doctor, I'll use my skills to check if not that is this doctor a good person, if this is the right one for me. So if I'm going for a treatment, whatever kind of person I am, it's not that the people are bad. It's just like different vibrations. It's a I am water, you are fire, won't work. Neither for you nor for me. If I am more, you'll be off. If you are more, I'll be just evaporated, you know? So I need to find the right one who will understand. So for me, that was my tool. And that's what I'm going to offer. And I think the Triangles team have come up with a beautiful, I've shared the link later. You can probably look at it. They have made it in a very, let's see if I can just share. I don't know how. Let me see. Okay, for me, something, it's not working here for me to do it right now, but maybe you can go to the link later and you can just see it has minimum words, minimum things, but that's how it is. So that's it. We'll do the Archangel meditation with all of you. Again, I just hope that specifically all that sharing that comes in, it just goes in and it stays with you and you can make use of it in your life as you live. So coming back to giving and receiving, let's have those words or whatever. When you hear a lot of things, there's a very beautiful, I don't exactly remember the words, but it was like I have always focused that communication, no, not the communication, yeah, the speaking skills or the communication, no, not the communication is not the right word. I always felt that the expression is the most important thing. And then the person says later, then I realized it's not not the just the expression, it's the comprehension that's the most important thing. Meaning to say, no matter how much whatever I'm saying, if there are 206 people, I do not know what you understand of it. So I sincerely hope that the genuinity, the sincerity, what I'm sharing, Lord God, please help everyone to receive it in the same way, because I have seen that has happened so many times, especially with the kids. You give just certain direction and then they say, oh, but you said this and I have done this. I said, no, that's not what I meant. So I just hope that all that have been shared with the sincerity of heart is received in its pure form. It's comprehended in its pure form, without the influence of the other side, the shadow side that we all have. It's very easy for twisting the words. Okay, one example I can give you right away before we just start the meditation. Giving and receiving. And now I'm giving my lecture to my partner. See, in the session, I just got, you have not been giving at all. And you're expecting me to give a glass of water to you? How many times? That's not what I mean at all. That's not what I mean. And the fact is, this is personally again me because I have lived myself thoroughly. I know inside out. If ever as a child also somebody was saying something to me, an adult, and I see that that person do not follow what the person preaches, I have never followed, no matter who that being was. And if somebody is sharing with me something or asking me to do something, and I'm seeing this person is doing it, living those words, no matter how much I do not I did not want to, replicate those actions. I could not stop myself from doing it. I can give you one example. Like, for example, if I saw my mother being very giving and generous, even for those who are, who are responding in a very negative way. So, as a child, specifically as a teenager, I used to fight with my mom. Why do you do too much for them? Why do you spoil your vacations? Why? And she used to just say that, Kim, because this is how I am. So other people's behavior will not change me. That's their way of living life. And I used to say, I will never be like you. And what am I doing? She laughs at me. She says, you are doing one step ahead. You are doing even for those whom you do not know. And I'm so grateful because I saw that. It's like, learning the law of karma and seeing somebody living it amidst all the challenges has a different impact which touches us inside in a true way. So when we say giving and receiving, it is blank giving and receiving. I need to give. And if I'm not receiving, check, am I living in a consciousness of being in lack, always criticizing, giving my own psychic attacks? Another check, do I feel, am I worthy enough to receive? The biggest check, have I given enough sincerely? Or am I just doing it because throughout the childhood we have learned how to live in a society, how to sit, how to stand, how to speak, how to behave, and that has become so much part of the personality. Inside I would be using abusing word, name calling, all kind of shit, but on front, eyes down, smile, sweetness, law of karma. Take note more of what's inside than what's outside. So if there is a problem in receiving, please focus on where am I giving less. Last but not the least, be open to receive from every dimension, time and space. We restrict the receiving because I say, I am giving to Utpala ji and I want her only to respond to me. So if Amol is responding, I'll say, no, I want it from her, right? Not everybody is there yet. So when I give, say I'm open to receive from anyone and everyone, it does not matter. Maybe one day that particular person also responds. Maybe, but if I'll just keep all my focus there, I'll never be able to receive. There was a beautiful talk, I think I was listening. The person says, do you think you are open to receive money? Everybody say, yes, 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 yes. Are you open to receive it from the person who has done smuggling? Are you open to receive if somebody, you are giving money to somebody and the person is giving it back, it fell down and it was there in the gutter? Are you open to still say, oh no, this is money, no matter it is gutter? Are you open? I don't feel I am. And that's exactly with every aspect. When I say I want to receive, am I open to receive? And we again point out everybody because divine has given eyes. We just see outside. So I hope when we do the meditation, and not just the meditation, in everyday life, may at least all those who hear these words be able to look within. So as we fix us inside, it reflects and it changes outside. That's how it is. Simple. Life is simple. Okay. Thank you so much for being so receptive. Thoda Hindi bhi boliye. That I'm very sorry from the core of my heart. I think that's my parents' fault. They sent me to an English medium school. So from childhood, I studied everything in English. So when I have to express myself in the true way, the words automatically comes in English. I'm not saying my English is perfect. My Hindi is much better. But if I have to express my heart out, uh, हिंदी में बोलने में आपको भी लगेगा कि ऊपर ऊपर बोल रही है, लग रहा है. It feels as if there's something off. So that connection goes haywire. So I'm very sorry. But maybe one day I am better with expression in Hindi. Maybe, but I'm very sorry. It's just that I really want that my expression is very sincere and to the fact. And I just don't go with, yeah. So I'm very sorry, Shanti ji. So I know Hindi. Okay, let's everyone close our eyes. We'll do Archangel meditation, and may all of us has the best of meditation experience. Thank you. Just close eyes. Be receptive to the great Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to my beloved spiritual teacher, Grandmaster Chokuksui, to all the spiritual teachers, to Lord Melchizedek, to Lord Bodhisattva Mailing, to all the great ones, holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, to all the nature beings, to all the beings of love, wisdom, understanding, discretion, the beings of light in our rooms right now, the beings of conductivity, the beings of technology, we are very grateful for your presence. We're very grateful for your blessings at all levels. With deep gratitude, with deep, deep respect, lots of love, we thank you all in full faith. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And we just missed the ending blessing because we have to start at 10 a.m. the selfless service project.
Okay, we have changed the timing to, yes, we have changed the timing to 10:10. So we have more 10 minutes. Okay.
Okay, great. Great. Okay, so if we have, then let's do one great invocation at least. Put your hands in front of your heart. So great invocation, all those who are not aware, is the prayer which is created for world service. So all those people who feel there are challenges in life, who feel scared, who feel that I think my house needs cleansing or whatever, only doing this great invocation 3 times is very powerful. But star, not a star, in bold words, never do it for personal use. It is meant for the entire planet. So just do that, imagining that I'm sharing the blessing with the entire planet. It is a byproduct. It is like when it rains, if we are there, we get wet. It is a byproduct. Don't intend, and it works miraculously. Let's do it at least one time for now. So place your hand firmly on the ground. Put your hands in front of your heart. We'll chant Om thrice. Om. 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 The great invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men. The purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out. And may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light, love, and power restore the plan on earth. So be it, so be it, so be it. Oh. Oh. Be still, be aware, and let the blessings flow through every cell of your existence. May every person, every being be blessed in all dimension, time, and space, without any exception. Gently move your fingers, move your toes. Gently open your eyes. We just did it one time. If you do it 3 times slowly, it's very powerful. And I'm just getting a feeling to just say it. There are certain words in this original prayer which sometimes people don't resonate with. Like for example, the word Christ is used. So does the word Christ means that it is a prayer belongs to Christianity? No. The Christ is the world teacher. But when we use the word Christ and when we use the word world teacher, there is huge difference of vibration. There is huge difference of vibration. So all those who can scan, who can check, okay, I'll just show you one thing. It's very interesting to experiment. I always do. So let's see. Oh, okay, there is, I'm just using it with the knot. I don't know why. Anyways, so let's see, I'm using the word and I just intend that pendulum, please help me use the vibration. Scan the vibration of the word world teacher. Okay, can you all see it? Right? Thank you. Thank you. Pendulum, please help me scan the vibration of the word Christ. Let's just keep on increasing. Can you see it? Words have a difference. And just see, oh my God, it's huge. So when we say the right word, it makes it even more powerful. So it's not just, it's not related to any religion. Christ means the world teacher. It's Christ consciousness, which we talks about the divine love aspect. And that's why it's important that whenever there's a prayer, we don't twist it. Use it as it is. Keep your own personal prejudice aside, at least for the prayers. It makes a lot of difference. So yeah, that is it. Thank you so much, everyone. And I just want to say it. I saw somebody mention Kim, thank you. I mean, wonderful lip color. And then I realized from where it came. It's not there. It was the Zoom that was, I don't know, doing the touch up. And I was feeling like, what? I've not put any. So the credit goes to the Zoom. They have so many lip colors. I have not put it. Difference between God and Christ. That's a beautiful topic. Remind me, we'll talk on it next Thursday. It's always good if anyways, not just that, if ever you have any topic you really want to, dissect it from different point of view, please feel free to, share it in the group, in this chat, or just share it with Jerry, and we'll just dissect it from different aspects. So I'm no spiritual guru. I just learn life uh, as I live. And I always say I'm a very good student. So I learn from every aspect and I love sharing my notes. The notes that are imbibed in me, I just love sharing those notes with all of you. So from one student to another student, that's how I feel I am. And I have a lot of beautiful notes for the oracle card reading and maybe in future tarot also. And I wholeheartedly invite everyone. It's going to be a beautiful journey. of lots of learning. It's going to be reliving our childhood again, where we again start looking at life, the nature, from a very open perspective, not blinded with what goes. So we'll try to see and learn even from the mosquito. What does that say? If I'm doing a reading and it's buzzing, even from the fly, even from the wind, anything like for that matter. Even when I'm looking at you and if there's so much of mess, what does that clutter says to me? That's how we are going to connect in those 6 weeks. It's going to be an amazing journey, and I can just invite you with all the joy in my heart. I'm very excited. So thank you for being here, and thank you for all those who have already registered. Thank you for all those who will be there next Thursday. Thank you for all of you who will be there in the 6 weeks journey with me. Lots of love, gratitude, and I think, yeah, we have time. We'll be joining the Selfless Service Project. Atma Namaste. Thank you, and see you soon. Thank you.